All right, I think we are live, everybody, on a Thursday. Welcome. It is Pooka. A couple days, or actually 24 hours-ish from now, we will be racing. So just wanted to go over some picks for those of you dirt drafters, get you going for the weekend. And yeah, we'll go from there. We got a few big shows going on. Casino, the Autumn Classic, 49th Annual Stock Car Stampede out in Jamestown. And then, of course, Cedar Lake, they kind of taking the place of Menominee this weekend. So a lot going on. We have a new partner with us. So I just want to give a shout out to Zuli's Machine. Get a hold of Frank. Midwest Mod Engines, Street Stocks engines, IMCA Street Stocks, Super Stocks. And he also does concept engines. So check out Zuli's raceengines.com and talk to Frank and tell him Pooka and the One to Go show sent you. All right, so we will get rolling with Casino. This will be, just like I said, kind of be a short video. If you have any questions, roll them through. Okay, Casino. I'm going to start with my fade, which is a guy that was actually in our power rankings for a good portion of the year, but he just seems to be struggling, and that is Chad Becker. So I would definitely fade Becker coming up this weekend. I like that Josh Skorseski, and I would kind of put that Cole Searing as a dark horse there this weekend. Not racing for huge money. I think it's $1,000 to win, so it's not like a huge invite, but I'm expecting a lot of those South Dakota, maybe even some Western Minnesota, maybe some of those Montevideo cars there. And then Cedar Lake, that's a pretty easy pick. I think in the late models, we've all seen what Jesse Glenz has done there this year, last weekend winning the mods and the lates. So I think it's hard to bet against Jesse Glenz. I would hit up Jesse Glenz on your team. Now, Daryl Nels is an interesting pick. He has been fast. He just hasn't been able to snag a win. 9th to 3rd last weekend down there. And hasn't got a win yet in 2020, so he's going to be digging hard. So maybe I would go with Daryl as, kind of a dark horse there. And I would definitely fade John Canta. I think John Canta might have 3 more wins in his bucket in his career. 3 more wins is kind of what I'm thinking. And I like John Canta. Nothing against John Canta, but I just think he's just gotten to that point where he's going to win much and much less, kind of like Lance Matthews. We just haven't seen Lance in victory lane much lately either. So I would continue to fade John Canta in the blue and yellow 85. All right, Jamestown. So 2 nights out there this year, $2,000 to win each night. So pretty interesting concept. Of course, a track that doesn't race late models weekly, but I would expect them to probably have the top late model count on the weekend. A couple of guys, I'll go with a couple of picks on each, for each. So I'd like the 44 of Schill. I think he was the winner last year. I also like Dustin Strand. I think it's hard to bet against Strand this year. Another guy that's been in our power rankings all year long. Guy that didn't race last weekend. So hope he gets his mojo back. A couple of dark horse picks. A couple of guys I know that are going out there. Jeff Massengill. He is so due for a win. He's been performing well. Second last weekend down at Fergus. And what did he get? A second or... Oh, no, he faded a little bit. I think he was up to like 3rd at the sites. I think he ended up like 4th or 5th. So that's another guy that I would look at for down there at Jamestown as far as kind of a dark horse. And I'm going to go with Jeff Provenzino. He's got that new car. He's been running better. He's got maybe 3 or 4 Stampede wins. So maybe he can get back to victory lane there. And a guy that's also faded over about the last month or so, I would fade him also, would be Brad Sang. I'm not expecting a lot out of Brad Sang. So bet on Schill, bet on Strand. You could pull for Massengill and Provenzino as kind of your dark horses, and then I would fade Brad Sang. He hasn't had a good August or September. So Skorseski in Casino, Glenz at Cedar. Like I said, Glenz is kind of a, I feel like a homer picking him, but I think that's a pretty easy one. So with that, like I said, Thursday. So we'll get into this racing action starting tomorrow. Again, thanks to our friends at Zuli Machine. Give Frank a call. Like I said, specializing in Midwest mods, supers, street stocks, and IMC stock car engines. And we will catch you all on the next video. Take care, everyone.